You know, the people that say that you don't need to go to church to be a Christian, I can honestly say after personal experience, that was a lie. That was a lie. So let me explain and try to make this very short for you guys and try to sum this up. So I left a church I was going to for over 10 plus years, yeah, in December of 2024 because I felt like God was leading me. I didn't find a new church until August of 2025. Now in the time span that I was out of church, I was only able to sustain myself for such a short time. I was already starting to see where the cracks were starting to form, where the lines were starting to slip, where I was beginning to lose the plot. I was only able to sustain myself and my relationship with God for such a short time without the community. Okay, I saw where my content creation was switching. Instead of wanting to post things about God, I wanted to post things more about myself and other things. Again, you can have a personality outside of Christianity, but I'm just saying, like, I wasn't really caring about the Christian content too much per se. I saw where my modesty was starting to slip as well. I really wasn't really necessarily caring. Yes, I still struggled with that in general, but it was more like I was starting to go back to the other side of the spectrum of just not really caring so much. Also my sexual sins too, my sexual desires, they were increasing, and I was starting to also cross boundaries and slip when it came to sexual sin. And we're not going to talk about that in the details, okay? Yeah, no. But I was seeing that without the community, I was realizing that I was starting to compromise on things I would not compromise before at all. And as soon as I was back into church, back into small groups, back into the community of a new church, the way the inspiration started flowing, the way the fire starting to chip again and start to burn again, the way I started to become a little bit more convicted again of things that I was starting to slip in, the way how immediately that started to take place, it was crazy. And I was starting to have my eyes open to realize, like, hey, yo, Stacey, you was changing. You was changing a little bit. Yeah, you were. Get it back. Yeah. So I just come out here to say, don't believe those people. I don't know about you, but we're not supposed to do this life alone. And you need community. You need community. You need people who are like-minded as you, who are going to push you and hold you accountable. And I honestly think that's probably why those people say those things, because they probably been church hurt, or they don't want to be held accountable, or something else is going on underneath. You know what I'm saying? No offense. Maybe. Respectfully. Anyway, but that's all I have to say. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.